Rick and Morty had a spark when it started, but now it's just garbage. And even though this video is mostly about the ass juice that is season 5, to be fair, the show hasn't been good for a long time now. Like, it went downhill since season 3. A lot of people consider that to be the worst season. At least I had the episode where Morty got the memories from his past, so you know I can't completely hate it. But then season 4 came along, and this season was so horrible. I was gonna make this video all the way back when it first came out, but the season got lucky, because it got split into 2 parts, and while the first half had the experience of diarrhea crawling up back your asshole, the second half was actually pretty good. I'm not saying it was perfect or as good as the first 2 seasons, but it was W after W and it redeemed itself, so I can't hate it that much. But with season 5, there's no actually good funny episodes. Yeah, some episodes are more tolerable than others, but still, like, it's not what it used to be. I'm gonna give you my opinion on each episode one by one, and then at the end, I'm gonna talk about why the season as a whole just fails. So, the first episode of this season is about Morty trying to get wine or something because a girl he has a hard on for is in the room, but too bad for him because, you know, one of Rick's ops is trying to stall his progress, so he has to keep going back to this dimension where, like, you know, he bullies some people. Then we go to civilization to combat him or something. The show is just trying really hard to, you know, make this cool thing out of nothing. And the animation is cool or whatever, but this is just stupid. I don't like seeing Morty be a tough guy. He's not a tough guy. He's just an idiot in high school. Keep it like that. Like, we can do character development if we want, whatever, but like, this is not the type of person to be pushing other people around. I have to say, even though the episode wasn't that funny, it was still the funniest episode of the season, which is kind of sad if you think about it. The scene where the Nimbus Cloud beats up Rick was kind of funny, but other than that, it was really barren of jokes and laughter. The next episode is just stupid, and it sets the tone for the rest of the season. It starts with a very try-hardy joke, followed by, you know, more violence just for violence sake. I don't like when people just throw bodies apart and then call it a day. Like, at least have some sort of methodology to it. This show tries to push the whole dilemma of, oh, well, you know, it doesn't matter if they're the real one or not. One thing I hate the most about this episode is how stupid it is. Aside from the whole suspension of disbelief, I can't let it go that Rick really decided to make clones of himself in the same universe, in the same states, in the same city. Like, do people not understand how much of a horrible oversight this is? You're telling me that all these niggas, like, can sign up to go to school, have the same jobs? It makes no sense. How are they not running into each other before then? Like, why couldn't they just kept at the whole, oh, in different universes, in different parallel dimensions, you know, they're different families. Like, there's no way in this country where everyone has a social security number and all that nonsense this could ever work, so I'm not buying it. The next episode is also stupid. I don't care about Summer and Morty. It's stupid seeing him be a tough guy. It was just stupid. It wasn't funny and it was lame. I don't care about the cops and Planet Girl. Like, she is a weirdo for being with a 14-year-old, 1, and 2. The whole her being an extremist is also, like, forced in. She's the same person who, like, stopped the rain when it came and then just called it a day. The next episode is obviously the worst one, and everyone always talks about why it's the worst one. We don't have to talk about it. It's just stupid. One particular dumb part of the episode is that stupid scene where they're like, you know, women don't get credit for their work.
Ugh, ready for all of the responsibility with none of the credit? Let's Nancy Reagan this bitch.
The episode after that is stupid too. It's really almost as bad. I hate Rick's stupid spaceship. She's not funny, she's not entertaining, she's not likable, and she's just, you know, a pain to watch, just like Rick's granddaughter. The idea of this cool kid that everyone thinks is cool, but we don't even know why he's cool, I can get behind that, but I don't feel the fun times with this episode. It's just lame. And the other plot is also stupid. It's not interesting. I don't know what to say. Now, this next episode is also bad, but I will say the president has shown up way too much in this season, and he's not even a bad character. He's just like a good character for a one-time, you know, 1 per season episode appearance. Not the way they keep spamming him. And I will say I am glad that he won because he is kind of a, you know, W character, but still, it couldn't save it from being a unfunny, like, tryhardy episode. Particularly the last joke. Like, it's not cool. I'm not offended by it. Like, I don't care about the whole PTSD thing. I'm just saying, like, this is just out of place for the show. Like, I don't know what they're trying to get at here. Episode after this is another terrible one. I don't like Summer, so anything with her, you know, being actually a part of the show was painful to watch. I will say, the part with the monologuing, even though they were revealed to be aliens at the end, it was kind of entertaining, so I'm not gonna get too mad at it. What I hate the most about this episode is that they brought back that stupid baby. You know, it was already mad they invented in the first place, but to make it even worse, they actually validated his existence by bringing it back. So it could never be a good episode. I don't care how many times you admit that it was a bad choice to do or it's disgusting. That doesn't make it not trash anymore. Okay, so after all those terrible, horrible episodes, now we have something that isn't funny, but is actually interesting. So Rig goes to one of his homies to find out how to bring them back or something. I don't care about the Birdman or that woman that packed him up and then got packed up herself, but I will say it was cool to see more of the backstory. I did not like the turn that he had a kid with her though, because I know they're gonna try to bring it back for another episode. I don't want to see it again though. The finale is split into 2 episodes, and once again, they're interesting to watch, but they're not funny, but at least they're interesting, so I'll give it that. The first one is, you know, Rick decides to get some birds to replace his grandson because he's useless, and then turns out he actually likes the birds. Cool. But seeing Morty be with some psycho is not unwelcome. I didn't hate it, and I especially liked how, you know, he put him in his blunts later on. That was an interesting way to do it. I wasn't mad at it. That being said, the second part, when we go back to the Citadel and talk about the plot, is just, it's a lot for nothing. They have this whole build-up, and all that really happens is the evil loser goes to another dimension, and they go back home. It revealed that that stupid backstory is actually real, which I wasn't happy about because I was cool with it being fake. I'm not that mad either, because like whatever, either way, he's not from the same dimension as them anyway, so it's like, who cares at this point? But still, it kind of messes with the whole backstory they made of him actually knowing Morty as a baby, and him at least knowing his daughter enough to raise her and see her get married to Jerry when it happened. But you know, we can excuse that and just say that maybe this Rick just took the memories of the last one. It's not that much of a retcon if you think about it. The worst thing about this episode is how they voiced their disdain for having to do a serialized story. Well, hey moron, you don't have to do a serialized story if you don't want to. There doesn't need to be any little arc you made here. You're the ones who made up an evil Morty. You're the ones who made up a Citadel. You're the ones who made up the fact that he has a daughter in another planet. You're the one who made up the fact that he used to fight against the government of the galaxy. Like, why do you keep saying stuff and then getting mad when you follow up on it? Stop doing these dumb cliffhangers that you know people are gonna expect more out of, and you won't have this problem. Or better yet, don't make significant plot points in the first place. If you don't want to tell stories, I don't care. I don't want you to tell them either. Everyone thinks the episode of The Citadel in season 3 was the best one. I don't. It was cool or whatever, like fine, but it was so serious for no reason. I'm not taking the idea that a Rick, like the smartest person in the universe, would actually just be a news reporter or work in a factory and call it a day. Why would he do that? Why would he go to a Citadel to work a 9-to-5 job? That makes zero sense. In that case, he's not even a Rick. Like, it doesn't match with his character. Why would he not be in his own universe, bullying the other people there like the actual Rick would? But aside from that, the whole show is just kind of up its own ass now. Like, it doesn't feel like them having fun like in the first 2 seasons, them joking around like, oh, what if this happened? It feels more like them knowing they have a big reputation to look up to, so that means they have to do as much, oh, look at these guys getting put in blunts, look at this giant pack smoking contest between these characters, look at this huge technological advancement we did, whoa, could you believe that? Explosions here and there. It doesn't have a soul anymore, and it's kind of sad to watch because I've been watching this show since it was just a pilot on the internet, and seeing it like this is just what has happened. People start hating the show because of a dumb fan base, and yeah, they're annoying, but the stories have started to match them with this nonsense, and the fact that they were renewed for 1 million episodes like a couple of years ago is not sitting right with me, because honestly, at this rate, it should just ended a long time ago. Jerry has always been a fucking loser, so that's not anything new, but they made him even more annoying now. Back in the day, he was just a useless leech. Now he's like open with the fact that he doesn't contribute to society in any way, shape, or form. The mom, ever since last season, just been more annoying. I never liked the daughter, so of course she just had to be more annoying here. The whole Morty being more of an edgelord started in season 3, so it's not like they did anything new here. In fact, I'm glad they didn't take it to another level. Him was trying to exterminate a planet was kind of messed up, but that is just them messing with him first though, so it's like, I don't like it, but it's whatever. It's not about when he turns some teenage boy to a monster just because he dumps his loser sister. That actually made me mad, but whatever. Rick went from being like the best character, like not the best character as a person, but like at least the funniest, most entertaining character, to just being a drag. He's just saying stuff, and it's not even like with a joking intention anymore. It's just him talking to talk, like pop culture reference after pop culture reference. It's not entertaining to watch. So yeah, this show is no longer good. That being said, I will definitely watch every episode that comes after this because that's just who I am, you know, and I probably won't like it, but whatever. Take away from this that if the show had ended back after season 2 and they didn't make up a lore they didn't have to, then it would probably be remembered as one of the greatest the channel ever did.